What's going on? David Page here, and today I want to talk a little bit about how we made the video for Cell Block Tango. So take a look. When putting together our version of the Cell Block Tango, I had three real main concepts in my head. I had the concept of having 6 Stephanies just lounging around the living room like some sort of weird COVID fever dream or something like that.
He had it coming, he only had himself to blame.
And then I also had another idea about what if there were 6 of her across a stage? How would I make that happen?
Pup. 6. Squish. Cicero. Licious.
And the third idea that I had was to just kind of do like a Brady Bunch style where there's, all 6 faces kind of right there on the screen all at the same time. I didn't have the skills required to bring my visions to life, so I had to learn on the fly, and there was a lot of learning involved. And while I may not have technically done everything the right way, I'm really happy with the final product, and I think that's really all that matters. Somewhere in my archives of files, I have a test of me doing the 6 characters around the room, because I had to test those skills out and kind of practice it and figure out exactly how I wanted to do it. As we decided to do these concepts, we also wanted to make sure that we could do it in our home, so that number one, we weren't spending money renting any unnecessary stage, especially because we could only really film one character at a time, one character per day. So wanted to make sure that we could save some money that way and not have an unnecessary cost. So we had to figure out how to do everything here in our home. In order to make sure that the shots looked the same every single time that we shot, we had to do a couple of things. Number one, we had to tape off where each piece of equipment was on the ground. So whether it was a light tripod, or it was the camera tripod, or it was the chair that we were using, or it was the stands with the backdrop, we had to make sure that we were putting things in exactly the same spot every single time. The other thing that we had to do was make sure that when we set up the stands, we actually left them set up, and you can see them over here. We just kind of kept them in the corner so that they could stay set up at the same angle, the same height, and all that, so that whether we shot on Monday night, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, whichever night, we made sure that we had the same consistent look every single time. And also, we had to make sure that we only shot at night, so that we could make sure that we're controlling all of the light that comes in through the outside windows. When shooting the scene that was in the living room here, oh, we got chips. We got chips. We shot the living room scene here, set the camera up right about here. Wanted to make sure that I found the edge of the archway here and then pulled it in just a little bit. And then that way we could get the exact same shot, set it up, and then Stephanie just did each character one right after the other with a little bit of a minor costume change in between each one. And that way we kept the same lighting, we kept the same camera angle, and then all I had to do was in post, in the edit, make sure that I put a mask around each of the characters so that they would all show up in the same lighting, in the same room. We pre-recorded all of the audio except for the monologues. Stephanie really wanted to make sure that she could act out those monologues to the best of her ability, and so the best way for her to be able to do that was for those monologues to be a live take. I'm really glad I set up the tape in this room because it made it a whole lot easier for me to set up, and so I am going to show you exactly how I set this up right now. So check it out. My favorite part about filming this video was as I would work on one character, or as I would work on one idea, one concept, one character at a time, was it felt pretty lackluster. It felt like empty, and it felt like there was a lot missing. And as each character filled in, it got more and more exciting, and it was just a really cool process to see it kind of come together one character at a time. The thing that I most want you to feel when you're watching this Cell Block Tango video is to just really be kind of fully immersed in this fantasy world that we created with all of the video trickery, that COVID fever dream of being kind of trapped in one place and struggling with the feelings of kind of hopelessness and being stuck, and then being able to escape through watching this video and experiencing each of these characters. I hope that you enjoy watching our rendition of the Cell Block Tango as much as we enjoyed making it, and as much as Ben loves it. Ben, come here.
Yeah, I love it this much.
That's how much you loved watching Cell Block or watching our end product of Cell Block Tango.
Mm-hmm.
What was your favorite part?
When the one that had the made up voice part.
The made up voice? Oh, yeah. Hunyak speaks Hungarian, and that's a language.
Daddy, I'm really hot.
Oh yeah, we're by the grill, so yeah.
Sex. Squish. Cicero. Lip shit.